Game 2, 8:30 Eastern time. And LeBron, as we look ahead, GA, kind of exactly what you had expected that he would say, and the feel after losing a game at this level by this many points. They outplayed us. They did what they needed to do. Now we need to kind of go regroup, look at the film, and do what we need to do in Game 2.
Yeah, and that's really all you can do. And Sam and I were talking about this. Like, you almost would rather get blown out from a coaching standpoint and a player standpoint because it refocuses you. And more important, the other thing about it, too, is, like, you felt Boston when Boston's really good. Like,
yes.
And you need to, in the postseason, we used to go, like, you don't really know until you play that first game. And when you get a team that comes out of the gate and they play like that, you feel them. Now I can adjust to that, you know. But the opposite works too from Boston's standpoint. You saw it in the Philly series, Game 2. Philly was up 22 the first half. Like, so because it's hard to make an adjustment when you've played that well. So now you're kind of basically a counterpuncher. Now Boston almost has to wait to see and feel how Cleveland's going to be in Game 2. So that's what makes that second game so interesting after a team's been blown out.
Sam, take the Boston side. You're sitting there and you're Brad Stevens. I mean, you got to feel pretty good about Game 1. He said specifically, we're going to have to play a better game in Game 2.
No,
is that the message?
You're Brad Stevens. You're not smiling. You're not congratulating anyone. It's one game. And then what I'm going to do, if I'm Brad Stevens, I'm going to pick out, even though Cleveland missed a lot of threes, I'm going to pick out every three that we didn't rotate properly, that we gave up wide open shots and bad plays that didn't bite us on the rear end today, but can come back and bite us in Game 2. Because when you go back and look at this tape, Cleveland, did Boston do a good job defensively? Yes. But Cleveland missed a lot of wide open threes that they got, and they got to clean that up because you got to remember, Cleveland was shooting the ball great from the three-point range. J.R. Smith, Kyle Corbin, those guys, Kevin Love shot the ball great. Didn't shoot it well. Yeah, Boston did some good things defensively, but they also gave a lot of good looks. And then you don't expect LeBron James to have 7 turnovers and 15 points in Game 2. So if I'm Brad Stevens, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be harder, more focused, and we're really going to watch film because all the things that we got away with in Game 1 is not going to happen in Game 2.